Hello, hello. What the heck is going on there? Weird. It's like my computer froze. So so bizarre. Well, then again, it's yours truly. How's everybody doing? We're going earlier today. I think Jen's joining, and it's not going to be a long stream because yours truly feels sick yet again. It's so frustrating. Rory's birthday was yesterday. My granddaughter's turned 1, and I'm celiac, and I think I literally put my finger because we gave her own cake and as in it. She really didn't like the sugar at all, and I just literally just wanted to take the icing, and I got like the smallest, like maybe like a big piece of sea salt, piece of gluten, and I think that did it. So I'm just like under the weather. I'm glad to see you're feeling better, Donna. Uh, So yes, as you come up, please do the thumbs up. So we're gonna do a short stream today. I know Jen said she was coming up and she highlighted last night. She just responded to me sending her the link. So I'm not sure what's going on. If she gets here before we're gone, then we'll listen to her when she goes through the charts. Oh, thank you, Donna. It's so frustrating. My body is so sensitive. Like it just gets worse as I get more spiritual and older. Like any little thing, it's just like I'm just like feeling like real crap, like stomach pains and just yeah. Anyways, it is what it is. No more whining. We all have health issues. We all have lots of issues. But all that to say, that's why we'll be doing a short stream today and why I moved. Sounds like you. Yeah, it's wild, eh, honey? Like it's. I think as we become higher vibrationally and release all the things like I barely can have coffee anymore, and I really often will have lactose free milk or almond milk or lactose free cheese, or as I just definitely celiac, so no gluten. Um, it's just, yeah, it's just wild for me. It's gotten progressively uh, worse as far as the sensitivities and things that I have to watch. Can't have popcorn really anymore. Like, it just, my list of consumable foods gets smaller. So, yeah, well, it is what it is, eh? Thank you, Angie, for you. So all that to say, I'm going to go through an update. I don't know if you saw the video that I did for Emanuel Harrow this morning. I mean, that is a truly sad case. Has everybody heard about it? Welcome in, Sharon, Angie, for you. Did everybody have a good weekend? Marie Curie, Kimmy, thank you, sweetie. Also, just hello, Margie, sweetie. Hello, Lola. Um, I just want to be clear too. I had somebody, I think I ticked her off. Um, yeah, so I think I asking for a reading. I've been a coach and a trainer. Well, I was for real estate agents, but I've been a coach and have my holistic coaching, meditation certifications, Reiki, yada yada yada. So I've always charged in USD. All of my clients were American. I work for Color Rims International. Hey, Amanda Murray. Welcome in from Wales, honey. See, that's the advantage of going earlier. We can help the groups of people, the followers like Mandy who live abroad. So thank you for being here, honey. Hey, Kitty, how are you doing today? And Kitty's birthday yesterday, and I wanted to go live and sing you happy birthday, but I felt like poopy poopy. Still feel like poopy poopy, but I will endeavor to sing for you a happy birthday, belated happy birthday. Um, but anyways, I know I'm praying he's going to be well soon. So now I'm off track because I'm in 1,000 trying to accompany talking and YouTube or listen. Oh, thank you, honey. Watching the chat. Anyways, I wanted to explain to everybody because I had somebody that wanted a reading and she kept saying twice, I guess, into different emails. asked what the conversion was, and she was Canadian. Well, I charge in American, so instead of charging her the American equivalent in Canadian dollars, I just left it for her as a discount in Canadian dollars, not the American conversion fee. And somehow that confused her, and I think she thought she was being ripped off. So my apologies to anybody that doesn't understand that. I've just always charged USD. My PayPal has been set up that way for years now. That this has got some definite foul play, lies, parent sus vibes to it. We'll go through it. I know, sweetie. That's exactly what I was thinking. So I was like, I'm sorry if I've offended you, but $5 for one question or 15 for three is so dirt cheap. Exactly. And I feel like I'm undercharging. So I just, sorry that person got pissed off, but you know, it's just, this is a sale for a limited time because I am undercharging. So yeah. So anyway, um, but I did want to just, so yeah, so I'm sorry if that's confusing for anybody. And I want to go over this little boy's case because I think it's going to break any day. I really think it's going to break any, like it could even be breaking today. So we'll go through that. But in a minute before that, or for a minute before that, everybody welcome all the mods. So thanks to the mods. And if you're new here, welcome in. We're doing this much earlier today than normal, so a smaller crowd, but people will get caught up in the replay. And so welcome in, and also maybe join me in some claps to wish Kitty a happy birthday. Kitty, I'm going to try to sing happy birthday without hurting everybody's ears here. It was Kitty's birthday yesterday, and um, I hope you had a somewhat restful day and treated yourself somewhat. Welcome in, Jeff. Welcome in, Jeff. So Jeff came in just at the time his ears are going to burn. um, so yeah, happy birthday, Kitty. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kitty. Happy birthday to you. Happy belated birthday, my dear. I hope it was a decent day, and I hope I hope maybe my singing gave you a laugh. Hopefully my singing gave you a laugh. Hang on. Jen's not there. She says yeah, no, I don't see you. Don't see you. That's so weird. Jen's trying to get in, but I can't see her. My, yeah, my laptop, like when I was about to play my stream, my song that I normally play it kind of, my laptop kind of paused for a bit. So I don't know what's going on. But Jeff, maybe let her know. I can't see her. I just sent her a picture. Um, okay, okay. So Jen's got a problem with her computer. So we'll just talk until she gets here. Just gonna restart it. Um, hello, Marie Curie Kemi. Happy birthday, Kitty. She says, we hope you had a beautiful day of celebration and wish you many blessings. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What did everybody do this weekend? What did everybody do this weekend? Anybody have any exciting plans this weekend? And then I'm going to let's pull up this baby Emanuel Harrow's case here. This one's another one where, you know, I don't know how many times we have to go through the cases here to feel You didn't do anything, honey. Well, that sometimes that is perfect. Sometimes that is the best birthday gift. Just for me speaking, anyways. I don't know about you, but this is another case where this young child seems to have been, man, uh, it just took care of mom. Oh, we just sorry, you're going moving too fast, Chad. I just shared mom and we had thunderstorms. Ah, yes, she says. Yes, time to yourself. So this story is really tragic. Um, Father has a history. Let me just explain to you. This is a baby. Emanuel Harrow is 7 months old. Was reported missing August 14th with this wild story of they're in there. Where are they? California. Sorry, in the deserts, sort of. I think off the coast, more central California, and claiming they went to a sports store. I think it's called Big Five Sports Store because they were at a baseball practice with their kids. They've got 5 kids, and the mouth guard for their older son wasn't fitting, so she took the baby to go to the store, Big Five, to buy a new mouth guard and noticed the baby needed a diaper change before going into the store and went to change his diaper when somebody came up behind her speaking in Spanish and speaking in Spanish. I can see there you are. You made it. You hear me?
I think I did. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I can hear
I
you.
know.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sweetie. Yeah, we can all hear you. It's been a
Okay,
day,
good. It's been a crazy day. Crazy, crazy day. Got a missing kid right down the road from me, and I've had a million gazillion phone calls. And on top of
Yeah.
that, I've got a fox I'm trying to watch, so he's not coming to get my chickens. But
Uh-oh.
looks like you're going over. Hey, y'all. Looks like you're going over the missing boy in California. Hey,
Yeah.
honey.
Yeah. And I don't want to do a long stream. I've already told everybody because I feel like crap again today. And so probably sounds like that'll serve you too today with
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
you got going on. Okay, so we'll just do a quick updates on Emmanuel Harrow, and hopefully, I think this case is going to break. Like, we might even be getting arrests tonight,
yeah.
in
I
my
think
opinion. This
yeah,
imminent,
I'm not
imminent,
even
imminent.
gonna map this baby. Yeah, I'm not even mapping him. I think that they're gonna find him.
Yeah, I did a reading this morning. They're going to find him, and this is another one again that uh, crazy that this couple had 5 kids, and he has a history and was just like Jaden Spicer. Dad has a record for child abuse. Wild. Anyways, let's listen to this, and
Okay.
then we'll listen to. I got 2 videos real fast for him, and then we'll get into Sebastian and make it a short stream. I wanted to just quickly go over to Jen. I guess the video I did, that woman's not going to do an interview on residential schools, doesn't want to really get called out. And I had people I had to block. I had people, what a conspiracy channel you are. It's like, I don't actually do conspiracy. The first time I ever put a video up like that. So I can't say I
Right.
blame her for deciding she doesn't want to come on live because of all the comments that I even deleted. So,
Well, yeah. Trying to
but
find Sebastian, it brings everybody a lot of grief, doesn't it? Grief, and I mean, it's
yeah,
unbelievable.
yeah.
It's unbelievable.
And
Oh my
I actually am more convinced. I know. I'm actually more convinced than ever that he's in a residential home. I don't know about you, but I'm actually more convinced than ever, not less convinced. So,
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
don't.
eager to talk about that.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
let's get
I'm
through
eager to
this,
talk
and
about.
then
Yeah,
okay. Okay, hon. Let's get through this, and then we're gonna do Sebastian, and we're not gonna make it a long live, which suits me and Jen today. So, folks, hopefully in the next, maybe tomorrow, we'll do a longer one on Jen's or whatever, vice versa. But let's
yeah. I may even do
Wednesday or whatever.
okay, sounds good, honey.
You may do what?
I was gonna say could even do like a video just showing the different connections that I'm going to talk about today. But we'll see how we'll see what the
What
um,
happened?
what the chat thinks. What they want.
Okay, okay, okay. Let's listen to JLR here.
Update. Major breaking news out of California. Police raid overnight at the home of Rebecca and Jake Harrow, the two prime suspects in the disappearance of their 7-month-old child, Emanuel. Police were at their Cabazon home. Search warrant overnight. They took boxes out of the house. I'm going to share some footage from two reporters who were at the scene. RMG News and On the Tira, who is on TikTok, share exactly what went down overnight in Cabazon, California, for the search for 7-month-old missing baby Emanuel. Check it out.
Hola, Ahmed Belloso from Cabazon, California. You can see investigators are now leaving the chat here at the residence for Emanuel Harrow, who was reported missing on the 14th of August. New development, and I have video footage. Rebecca, in fact, had that black guy on the 3rd. That black guy that she said she got hit, we have video footage from August 3rd when it was brand new, homie, because she had an appointment at a local establishment in San Bernardino, and we will disclose that information further. We are now here at the property where police are now looking for Emanuel Harrow, and you can see here that we are gonna get as close as we can here. Such a sad situation where you can see the sheriff's department investigators are now here on the property. They have now begun to look for remains of Emanuel Harrow here in Cabazon, California. And you can see there the property in the back. How you doing? And so now investigators seem to be leaving the property here. Ahmed Belloso, the voice of the barrio, the only real homie on the news homes. New developments on the Tira here from Cabazon, where investigators are now leaving the property of the family here looking for little Emanuel. And that Shiner, August 3rd, she was very distraught. It's the same. We have video footage that black guy was from August 3rd or the day before. So that tells me that little Emanuel has been gone since at least the 3rd, homie. Hey, I'm not gonna be the one to break bad news, homie, but it just saddens me to have to report this here. You can see the family home now. Investigators have since left, and in fact, we do have footage on the tira that her black eye happened on the 3rd or before, and little Emanuel has been gone since then, homie. Spence on the tira in Cabazon, California, and we don't have any further information as of yet if in fact they did find anything, but we are here in 1080, homie.
Homie. Credit goes to JLR. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, because I'm feeling not so great. So thank you for doing that. So yeah, so I think, I don't know if this guy's for real. He doesn't show his video. I've heard speculation that she had a shiner, but I think 2 weeks is a long time to still have a shiner. And you would think family and friends, like 2 weeks. I don't know. What I got in my reading is that she is the victim of spousal abuse, but not saying she didn't help him clean up the mess. Just saying she might have had a bruise because this guy likes to punch. So go check out the reading if you haven't seen that already. We'll finish this for the next couple minutes here and watch one more clip, and then we're going to get into Sebastian.
I got the inside scoop, homie.
Whoa. They're taking this very, very seriously, folks, as investigators are there. It looks like San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies, along with, as you saw in that video, suited up detectives, boxes. What did they find? Seems like they're building a case against the parents, Jake and Rebecca.
Okay, everybody. So let's go to another one. Apparently, when the police raided last night, again, all rumors and speculation from people with channels that live locally. This woman explains, just like what you're dealing with right now, Jen, where she follows true crime and now someone in her neighborhood's missing this child. So she says some interesting things about a lot of evidence in the laundry room picked up by the police last night.
Dude, this thing just came out of nowhere.
Okay. And I want to play this other video too. And we're going to go over some really interesting stuff about supposedly a 2-year-old that was removed from the house. All this stuff, man. CPS removal. I'm going to mention the guy's YouTube page too to go check out after, once we get to that part.
In Yucaipa, California, and I wanted to jump on because I'm seeing a ton of comments in my comment section. I'm being tagged in other videos. There's a lot of speculation right now that is happening. That I want to dive into right here. The only confirmed information is that the 7-month-old was missing. He is still missing. A body has not been found. He's not been found in a dumpster. He has not been located. Cadaver dogs went to the parents' house yesterday. They did find a trace of blood. The amount of that blood has not been released. I want to make that very clear. There's people commenting that it was a lot of blood. No, there was no amount released. And whose blood it was has not been released either. They need another search warrant.
Oh, shit, sorry. Oh, no.
To go in. We don't know what for, but I want to make it very clear. There's also people posting their address from court documents.
Oh, sorry about that, guys.
Listen, as long as I play it at 1.25 and stop and comment, I appreciate your concern. It's what YouTube was designed for. Beware marching band may follow. I appreciate your concern, but everything that I'm doing is within legal rights. If you give credit, which I forgot at the beginning of JLRs, which Donna, because I don't feel so great, and you stop and talk and you edit it and I
They dox the entire address. Please do not go to these homes. We do not know who lives there anymore. We don't know whose home it is because that address is for a banning location, not a cabazon location. I want to make that very clear. Now, there's information that the parents declined a lie detector test, that the parents stopped talking, that the mother didn't say these things. Like, there's so much speculation going on right now. The only thing that has happened, and I want to make this very clear, if you are not local here, the initial story you would have not gotten unless you've seen the screenshots that people have posted. The initial story came from the mother directly to her family, and the family was posting on our social media that night. I was in the parking lot of Big Lots the night that this all happened, and the sister was posting all over social media.
I mean, I don't know why you're so offended that you have to leave. He's doing exactly what you're telling me. He's showing another YouTube creator's video. So anyway, I don't really care if you're offended. I appreciate it. You're letting me know. And like I said, thank you. But
Mother said this, and this. Story inconsistencies. Now, I want to be very clear. The information that we are getting is very minimal. The cops are keeping everything very close to the chest, and that immediately warns me, as someone that studies all this stuff, they know something in this case that they do not want released. They are not asking for local search committees to come up and look for this baby like they do in a lot of other cases. They are not releasing suspect information. They are not releasing much.
No, they're not. And they went to the home to search already. Dad has a history, like I said. And the police have also come out publicly and said that the story does not make sense. Mom used past tense in the story. She said someone said hola and hit her in the face, and she knocked herself out and hit the floor. But if you're in the parking lot, you hit the ground. So I'm thinking maybe something happened when she said floor. That was sort of an accidental, letting everybody know that there was an accident in the home. And anyway, I don't know how you get a black eye if somebody comes up behind you. So the whole story doesn't make sense. So I think we're going to see arrests in this case really, really quickly. And yeah, what do you think, Jen? Anything you want to say before we move on to Sebastian?
No, I think so too. I think he's going to be found. I think he'll be found soon.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean,
I've got my own theories what they did with him and what yeah, I've got my own theories, but I think that they're definitely going to find him.
What's your theory?
Well, without mapping him, it's hard to say if he would be I don't know, like in a yard, buried, the landfill.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of Cancerian energy there, so could he be buried in a cemetery, or is he in the trash? What did they? They've definitely done something with this little baby.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't think he's alive. I don't think the baby's alive. I think that no, I don't. There's too much of that now going on. You must be looking at the old map.
I don't think you've sent me the new one.
Yeah, I sent it to you from Texas Roadhouse. I could try to send it. I can send it again. Hold on.
I think you maybe updated that one. Hang on. Oh yeah, I have it.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, I think the same thing. I've got for sure deceased, buried. I think something happened in the house, but I also think I'm not making excuses for her, but I think he's quite abusive with her too. Okay.
I think so too. Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. So what I want you to do is I want you to look at this angle. You can turn off the addresses for now. And you can scroll back where we can see a broader view of the map. So this is yesterday in transit, where we can go to Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, so this is the angle that I want to look at. You can turn Seth off if you want to, because it's just the yellow angle that I'm interested in, and this is the TBI. So the TBI and Sebastian have, when I'm looking at a chart, a birth chart, I'm looking at connections. So like you and I, Liane, we have connections that have shown themselves to be true with our meeting up and joining the Find Me group. Okay. So these connections that we make, this is the reason why I think that the TBI has not found Sebastian yet, is because this angle, the angle that is going to Ohio, where you see that blue marker, that one is a Christian academy. It's New Hope Christian Academy in Ohio. So if we are thinking about schools, this is the opposition, okay, that the TBI and Sebastian has, is schools. So if he's not at a school, this is the Chiron. This is the TBI's Chiron. This is where they share pain with things of the past in Taurus. So all of this that is going up into New Hope, this is where they share pain. And the pain that they share is on an angle with the fifth house of kids, with school, with education, and it's going down into Alabama. So this is the angle that I'm focused on, and I'm going to be focused on until I can work it out. The opposition that Sebastian has is right here with the TBI. Now, if you don't mind, will you click on the eye of the natal, go on up to the natal, that keep on going up to that natal that I've just drawn in. Yeah, click on that one. Okay, so this is where Sebastian has his teacher. Okay, anybody that's been coming in my lives, they know that I talk about the teacher a lot. Sebastian has 3 degrees in his chart that are in 1143. One of them is his teacher, Selena, the white moon. She is the one that was in transit with him last night on his outer wheel in the 9th house. This is significant. And I know that y'all aren't understanding what I'm saying, and I'm going to try to break it down, but this is a significant jolt that has come to me as of last night. Hence why I made that video, because the 1143 in Taurus that he has is overlapping the TBA this way, right? Then the opposition with the other line, as you can see, is going down into Mississippi, into Louisiana. So here's the deal. The 1143 teacher that he has is in Pisces. It's in the 4th house of home in Pisces. So what is Pisces? Pisces is surrender, acceptance. It's a sacrifice that he makes for independence because his mom wants him to be independent from her. They want him to be independent. Okay? This degree is also the same exact degree that Sebastian has in his 12th house. 12th house is Scorpio for him, but that 12th house is ruled by Pisces. Again, we are talking about a place hidden that they have looked at in the past. And it's all about his everyday life. His everyday is in Taurus. His everyday is going up there into Kentucky, into Ohio. Ohio and him, Ohio has the 1143 degree in their chart. I'm not making it up. Like, I can show you. They have the 1143 also in their chart. And the opposition degree that Sebastian and TBI have is a 2046. Well, guess who else has the 2046 in their chart? You guessed it, Ohio. So this is where I'm looking. These lines, this opposition with Sebastian, and then this opposition with, and I'm going to draw in the other position that the teacher that is going up. So the teacher with Sebastian at an 1143 is opposing the magnetism of the TBI. I just haven't drawn it in, and it's going to kind of look like a sideways cross when I'm done with it. These are the challenges that I am working on right now, is to try to figure out where he could be. I would think that he wouldn't even be in the United States. I would think he would be out of country. But until I figure out why there is such an opposition with the TBI in school going to Ohio, I can't even move past it. Have I explained it good enough? Where do y'all have questions?
I just want to say also, because I had in that video about residential schools, lots of negative comments, which I understand about it not being likely, because I didn't think it was likely either. But after reading that email that I got, the 2 emails, I think it is highly more likely and plausible than I would have expected. So,
well, evidently the TBI thinks that it's not possible either. This is the challenge for the TBI right here. The challenge for the TBI is Ohio, and it's with Sebastian.
Oh, Krista says she's northeast, a little 15 minutes from Edgewater. If you want me to search the area, let me know. Oh my God.
I mean, you can go by that Christian school, that New Hope Christian School Academy. You can go by that, and you can go by all the
right here, Krista.
Yep, you can go by all of the. If you live close to that address, I can't. I know it's in, what does that say, Ohio? But I don't know what city that is. I can't read it.
Circleville.
Circleville. Okay. Yeah, if you can go around Circleville and post as flyers, like at dollar stores and things like that, that may help. Yep, that may help.
And,
and then if you want to, go ahead and turn on the missing, because
Jen,
this is what.
Just first, I had asked people not to organize messaging private schools, residential schools, unless Seth was going to be okay with it. Only because I don't want to take responsibility. Yeah, okay. Because I just don't want to put him at risk if something nefarious is going on at a school or a private residence. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Because I have not asked you about that.
Because this is where we're going to find some other interesting things. Just the missing eye. There it is. So zoom in so we can see that there is a teacher here. There's a teacher. When he goes missing, there's also, no, go back up to that address in Ohio with the missing, where we're just talking about. Because what you're going to find is that there is a teacher here, Selena. I keep talking about Selena. She's the teacher. And yep, there it is. So what's interesting is Selena, being the teacher right there by that school, is in the 9th house. The 9th house is religion. That's a Christian academy. So this is making sense to me. But Jupiter, the law, the long expansion, the money that he is going to be receiving from other people is in the 8th house. So Jupiter is hidden here. It's phenomenal, because Selena is who I'm talking about with Sebastian's natal chart. This is his Selena degree that matches Selena in his 4th house of home. So who is the teacher? Texana has this degree in her chart in Leo. Well, this 1143 that she has in Leo is about education, but it is opposing Ohio. It's opposing Ohio. So again, all of her looking and wondering and all that shit, she is in an opposition with Ohio. And I like it. I like how this is making sense from the Texas Roadhouse, because this is going to show up on the other map, but not as good. It's not as, I don't know. I think that this is if Sebastian is alive and he is out of school, here is the challenging area. Here is a challenging school, a Christian school that could be right around here.
Can we look it up?
You can, yeah.
But when you're done talking, we'll pull it up, but I'll let you finish first.
Go ahead. I think it's everything is showing that this is a major challenge that the TBI and Sebastian have. And so we are up for the challenge. I mean, damn, we've been challenging ourselves for a year and a half looking for this young man. So, I mean, this challenge has to be worked out. And we can't do it. The TBI has to.
I'm just pulling up. Hang on. Okay. Okay. Site could not be reached. Hang on. Got a firewall. My computer doesn't like.
Anywhere in Ohio, y'all. Anywhere that you live in Ohio, be posting his flyers. Go to the Dollar General. Go to your local, just anybody and everybody that will put that flyer up. Go ahead and start posting his flyers in Ohio.
Just don't go directly to the home, please, without talking to Seth. I just don't want to be responsible for putting him in danger. And Jen and I have not talked about this prior to this, which is why I brought it up just a minute ago, and Jen agrees. So please just don't put Sebastian at risk by getting involved with the academy, just like you said, Jen.
It could be any school in Ohio on this line. And there's a bunch of them. So yeah, we're just, we're pondering these theories, and this is a major challenge that I have, that I got shocked with last night. So.
Okay, Chris, so that would be great. Kitty too. That'd be great. Yeah, I think public flyers would be really good. And the other thing I wanted to say about it not being, possible, and a lot of the other comments have been, well, wouldn't they know? Wouldn't they have seen him? We've heard from numerous people in various states, including Tennessee, that have never heard about it. Sebastian Rogers case. So I don't know. When you girls go out, Chris and Kitty, let us know. I'd love to hear back. Did you find a bunch of Sebastian's posters? Because I bet you don't. I bet you don't. What do you think, Jen? Would you know? Like how
Would I know
often
what
people?
now?
Well, a lot of people were criticizing my video saying, well, how would they not know about Sebastian's case? He's around the world. And I said, no, he's not around the world. Don't assume that there's posters of Sebastian in Ohio, because even people from Tennessee have come up. I've heard people say they don't see flyers of Sebastian.
I mean, I get it.
So
I totally get it. I mean, I've had the same on my videos, and it really doesn't bother me. I mean, I'm thinking, we have no idea. We just have no idea, and we don't know.
well, it's not
We are
bothering me.
we aren't attorneys. We aren't attorneys. Ask other people, what's the end game? What's the end game here? What's he going to do? Up and go, oh, I'm not missing. I was in school, and who's going to go down for that? But we don't know the laws of the HIPAA regulations that protect patient health information. I just don't know. I don't know the laws there.
I'm talking about. I don't think you heard me. Maybe I'm cutting out or I'm not explaining myself.
Well, how was he
I'm
supposed to? How was
saying,
anybody supposed to know? He's not known around the world.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't assume that this is an impossible theory because these people and everybody in Ohio knows about Sebastian being missing. That's my point. Those comments are not helpful until we find him. We really have no clue. And let's not assume, like some people posted on my video, that everybody in the world knows of Sebastian's case. That is absolutely false. And so don't assume, please, that everybody knows about Sebastian's case, so he has to be unalived and deceased, because I've had comments like that. So that's all I was trying to clarify. Um, Anything else about his chart you want to talk about, Jen?
Well, no, because I mean, you can't. As far as the charts go, you can't. You can't see the chart on your screen. But I mean, we could talk about the map more. But I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, I think that there's major challenges with school, whether it be a Christian school or a home school, or at somebody's home in Ohio. There is challenges with Ohio that I am working out. I'm going to work
Mm-hmm.
out and I may do a video that's just showing the different connections with the charts in Ohio, just so people can get an understanding of these, connections where I'm playing the numbers game and just looking at the matches, and how they're expressing themselves. I would think that HIPAA, because I know that Chris has said things about HIPAA, but I would think that HIPAA would have to disclose information to the law enforcement. I think that would trump that, but they would have to know, the school would have to know, and he could have a new identity. We've discussed this. He could have a whole new
Exactly.
identity.
Exactly. There wasn't anything. I think I'm back on the map. Am I now? No, there was nothing on the school. I was just trying to pull it up about. It seems like it's just a private school. That one doesn't seem to be any special needs academics or anything. But I just searched quickly.
Well, New Hope Christian Academy are residential. They're all over the United States.
Yes, but they don't specialize in. It doesn't seem like at this point, at least. I'm going to pull it up again. They don't seem to specialize in helping with autism or anything like that, right? They don't have any special school programs for special needs, is what I was saying.
Oh,
I don't think so. Not that I can see.
let's see. I'm looking too.
Spiritual Academy. Yeah. Looks more like, at least this one looks more like a private school versus like, residential
Okay.
educational system, but that doesn't mean he's not in the area. Just,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I just use the New Hope as a marker. I'm just using it as like maybe a marker because there is
yeah,
something,
yeah,
that there is a major challenge with Ohio here, and we've just got to find the different places that he could be in Ohio. So I'm going to have to go back to the old map, look at all the people that live in Ohio, put them on the new map, and just work it that way. I mean, it's a lot of work
yeah,
trying
it's
to
a lot.
figure out which New Hope Christian Academy is residential and which ones aren't.
Wild.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of them all across the United States that are residential for New Hope. Let me see.
Yeah, New Hope Christian School.
Let's see. I'm looking.
There's school and academy. So this is academy.
I'm looking for the residential.
They have one in Pennsylvania and one in Tennessee.
Yeah, I've got them on the map, I think. But there's other residential. It's hard to say which ones are residential and which ones aren't.
I know.
But I haven't had the time. I haven't had the time to start looking at all of them in Ohio yet. But that one is definitely a marker. So it's a good marker, a good place. And if you turn on the state of Tennessee,
I'm gonna turn anything off.
You can turn on Tennessee,
and
you'll see the blue lines. One of them is against. Yeah, so that one is about their values. No, hold on. So this is the fifth house of kids, school. So we're still in Ohio. We're still close to Ohio or Columbus, Ohio. We're just north of Columbus. And then that other one is there again it's right by the missing teacher in Jupiter. Sixth house of health. They're every day. So I like the other one with Tennessee that's going north of Columbus because it does have a fifth house of kids angle with it. So that's where I'm at right now. I've got to see what residential schools that we can find in Ohio that is going to be a match, But it's got to be, but I mean, that's what I keep asking. This is the only thing that messes me up with this theory of him being in a school, or it seems to me that it would have to be.
Can you check Cincinnati? Because Angel and Krista are saying New Hope, Skyward New Hope in Cincinnati.
Skyward New Hope in Cincinnati does cater, but is it a residential? Can they live there? Because Skyward New Hope.
I'm looking it up too.
New Hope. Is it residential? What's the end game? I mean, how is this going to work out when Sebastian shows himself? If this theory would be correct, what's he going to do?
Can I just plug that address? I just looked it up into the chart and see where it lands. How close it is from the one that we've got marked. Okay, it says add marker, which I'm not going to, but holy shit, it's right. Should I add the marker? Because it's
definitely add it.
Because it's right.
Yeah, add it.
It's right near your fucking line. Right near
It's
your
the
line.
school line. Yeah, so that's the school line.
Yeah.
That's the school. That's the fifth house of kids right there.
Look at that.
But is it a residential? Yeah, Chris, like what's the end game here? If this theory, and I think that's where the challenge is for the TBI too. I mean, unless they have some type of evidence, that we just don't know about and they're building a case. But we don't know, so we're trying to figure this out. But there is a reason to believe that there could be these challenges that Sebastian and the TBI have is with Ohio.
Oh, they do have, I think they do have residential. Hang on. Skyward Outreach provides outreach services in a variety of formats and is able to use autism and JPSN scholarship funds for most of these services. We can provide therapies and tutoring in all areas to homeschooled students, including speech, occupational therapy, PT, ABA, academic tutoring and classes, social skills, study skills, executive functioning, and test preparation. We can design a customized homeschooling program for your child. I don't know if that's residential schools quite, but sounds like it might be.
Okay, so will you turn on, so this looks like a good marker too. Will you turn on the natal and see natal goes over that marker as well? Just the natal going down. So go down, that's just one angle. So go down to the natal on the, on the natal. Open the natal up, the eye.
Oh, sorry, I'm in the.
No, that's okay. That's okay. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go up there. Go all the way up. There it is. Okay, so there is the line. There it is. Yeah. Okay, so the state of Tennessee school line and Sebastian are holding the same line. Go zoom on in so we can read that line there. Look at that. Natal dark moon in Sagittarius, first house, trines Vesta in the fifth house of kids. This fifth house is about education.
Oh my God, my guides are rushing right in.
And guess where the dark moon is going? It's going, well, we could look at the angle, but look at that. What do you mean you don't understand? Sebastian would not want to run away. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. I don't think he would want to run away either. What would make him stay there? What would make him not call his dad? What would, we just don't have that information. But this, y'all, this is fifth house of kids for the TBI. This is the fifth house of kids for Sebastian. What does the fifth house of kids represent? School, education.
I think somebody's here. One of my guides is here. Like, I'm spinning. This is absolutely worth looking at. This one right here. I
believe so. Yeah.
I am spinning right now with energy with my guides, Jen. I'm telling you. That has never happened with any of the schools we've looked at. Not once.
D. Green, what do you mean not residential? That for homeschooled kids. So is this school for homeschooled kids? Is that what you're saying? Because that would make more sense. That would make more sense. There's got to be a family member that would live around here.
I'm spinning. I just know that.
Ooh. Can you go closer in? Can you go closer in so we can look at this area?
Is there a church nearby?
This is way too close to not be any type of schools that are around here. But that one is a great marker. It's a great marker, Angel, for you. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can even go down in there. Like go closer.
I'm looking for a school too. Okay.
So that's school right there.
Or for a church rather. Yeah.
New Hope. So it's called Skyward New Hope in Ohio. We need to look closer into that. It's a special therapeutic care for children with moderate to severe autism, but it says grades K through 8. So that wouldn't be it.
Something's outreach. Something's there.
Something. Yeah. I mean, this is
Skyward Hope Center, Skyward Academy Business Office. Mm-mm.
I'm looking for 9 through 12. Let's see. Special Needs School Skyward Academy in Cincinnati.
Oh, here's a NAP school list. They have a whole list of the private accreditation schools. Oh my God, what a gold mine. Oh my God, I just got 8 pages of private residential schools. Jen, I'm saving it. Oh my God. Oh my God, how did I luck into that?
What
Do you
about
want
what about this? What about this? What about this address? Can you put this address in?
Yes.
Okay, it's 9994. So 3 9s and a 4, 9994, and a Zigzag Road in
Yeah,
Montgomery, Ohio.
that's where I'm at, I think. That's what I just
Okay.
Zigzag Road. Yeah, I think that's what I just picked up. Yeah, there we are. That's where I'm at. I mean, yeah, this is it. That's where the marker was.
Oh, that's
Right
where
there.
the marker was?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. How close is that to our lines?
Where are your lines? I gotta
You just go back. Just go back out.
reset it.
Yeah, that's in Tennessee. So you're going back out into Ohio.
Yeah. I just refreshed it. There we go.
So which one is it? Turn off the addresses because we're looking at way too many now. And the Zigzag Road that you've got, I don't know where that one went.
Cincinnati. I don't know. I didn't do it properly. Okay, let's do it again. So 9994.
It may be going in another tab. Like it could be in the natal for all we know.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? It could have gotten stuck there. No?
Yeah, well, let me pull up the address again because I had it.
Hey, Hope Float. Sorry, I'm on the roof. I really can't time. It's okay, D Green. And hey, everybody in chat. I'm not trying to ignore anybody. Jeff, if you're still listening, I love you. I hope you come home soon so we can go look for this kid together. If he's not found.
Okay, I'm going to try to add this marker again.
There it goes. Okay, yeah. So now just back up, scroll out so we can see where these lines are now. I think let's see. So Tennessee is off. Turn Tennessee back on and zoom in a little bit. There it is. Okay. All right. So see what I'm saying? Like this would be a good area. This is a good area, y'all, between these two lines. This conjunction with the state of Tennessee with Sebastian. This is where they meet up with schools. This is where they meet up with schools.
Wild.
I don't like this one as much as I do. You know, we need to find one that's closer to the lines. Because, you know, if you've ever seen when I show, especially in hindsight, when somebody's been found, the lines are pretty dang close to the house.
Right, like this one, like right on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, you know, the state of Tennessee and Sebastian are showing up closer to Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go on my old map and see if I have. Hold on. Let me go to my old map here. Because while you're putting addresses in there, I can tell you some to put in there if I find any that I need to put on that map in Ohio. So let me go closer to, let's see. Turn off all this junk. Let's see.
I didn't get a chance to look at the missing boy down from the road from you, so I'll look in that later. But hopefully they find
Yeah,
him,
I wish you
Jen.
would, if he's not found soon.
When did he go missing?
He went missing at 3:00 in the morning on the 17th. Let's see. Where's my addresses? There we go. Okay. Okay. So will you put in this address 370 W for West? And then I'm going to spell it KANAWHA Avenue. This is in Columbus, Ohio.
Here's my Canadian coming out. Misspelling Columbus. Okay.
All right, just add a marker there.
Okay.
Okay, and then
There
zoom
on
out.
the
It's
chart.
not a school. It's not a school. Just zoom out. Okay, that's not where I want to be.
It's right between the lines, though.
Yeah, I'm still trying to find one that's closer. So I do have a bunch of stuff in Cincinnati. Hold on. All right, try. Surely not. Surely not. Try this one. 1572 GLHOT.
Sorry, you cut out.
GLHOT. Gelhot.
Drive in Fairfield, Ohio.
Yeah. That's not a school either. I'm just looking to see what this is going to show up on this map.
Okay. I'm spinning. Somebody's here. We're close. Something's going down here, Jen. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You gotta zoom in. I'm telling you, I'm still spinning. My guides are here. I'm still spinning. This one's closer.
It is closer. So that's an associate. These two addresses are associates. So I'm just this would be the fifth house of kids, man. This would be the school for both. This is the opposition. This is a major opposition going into Ohio with the TBI.
Do you have another address?
No, that's it. Well, let me make sure. Hold on. That's the only ones that I have in Ohio.
I think Sebastian's here. We are close.
I think so too. I really do.
I'm spinning.
I really do.
I'm spinning. You're close, my dear. I'm telling you. This is.
I think so close. Too. I think so too.
I got
and it hit me like a ton of bricks yesterday, and I wasn't even thinking about it. I saw the transits last night. Then I started looking at the live that Voices of Truth did, and I'm like, hold up. What I'm seeing, what they're talking about is in transit with Sebastian, with the teacher, with schools. And then I got to thinking, the only place that I have looked is Ohio. I mean, the only place that I've looked that's a major, major opposition with the TBI is Ohio. And the teacher for Sebastian we could be looking at a homeschool. We could even be looking at a hospital.
I'm just looking for churches or hospitals. Like, what's this building? There's a school right here.
School.
What the hell is this? On Happy Valley Drive. This is a school or something. What's this big building here? Or a hydro building or something. Okay, I'm gonna look because I am dizzy.
What I'm gonna do, and what I would suggest you do in your time, Liane, is you can take those other addresses off if you want to, but look where in Ohio, look where Sebastian in Tennessee, that red and blue line.
Yeah.
Look over that red and blue line for schools.
Look at here.
Or a hospital that could be, you know, be housing him. This is a trip, because this line with the with the state of Tennessee is their magnetism with kids.
Smiley Avenue.
With the head, as you know, and we know that he has a chromosomal deletion.
And we know, yes, and some liquid on his brain, right?
Yeah.
Well, what is this? This is a school right here. This has got to be this is either a hospital or a school right here. Okay, Mack Road, Ohio. What's the town? Mack Road.
You have no way of putting a little man down. Can you take Krista's thing off? I'm going to see if you don't have the little yellow man, huh? You can't go down to the street level.
No.
That stinks. Damn it.
Well, hang on. I don't have a yellow man, but I can go down. Hang on. Here. That? You want that?
No, I just wanted to see the actual building and what it looked like, what it was called. That building that's right there on that red line that you were talking about. No, go back to the other map.
I know.
It's the building. That's the building. What is that building?
Well, I'm just trying to look it up. Mack Road and S. Gilmore. Mack Road. I just need the town.
Mack Road.
What's the town? What's the town I'm in here?
Okay, so that is Fairfield, Ohio.
Fairfield?
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at it on Google right now.
It's a children's dental orchard, Fairfield. Cincinnati Children's Primary Day School.
Building, yeah.
Hospital. Jesus, it's a hospital. Hospital helipad and everything. It's a freaking hospital. Jesus F. Let me pull it up. It's a hospital.
Yeah, Angel, for you, I don't think that when I link her to the map, I don't think that she can get the little yellow man there.
I have it here on this one.
There it is. There it is. Yeah, you got it there.
Yeah, just not on yours for some reason. But look, this is a hospital.
Interesting.
Helipad.
Okay. So that's Fairfield, Ohio hospital. You know, and it's like, if he's there, if he would be there, how would that? It just seems so far-fetched, but
I know.
If he's at a school or if he's at a hospital, let me see if they do any type of, I don't know. I'm going to deep dive into this later after everything calms down. Oh, it's been a hell of a day, man.
I get it. This one really interests me. Okay, hypothetically, let's just go through the scenarios. What if he did run away? Had hit his head, doesn't remember his own name. I know it's a wildly crazy thought, but shit like that happens. That's an option too.
Yeah.
What if there was a fight where he hit his head and then he did run away and ended up somewhere homeless, and God knows, who knows? Like I think
we don't know. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
We don't know.
We can't play this tape all the way through. We want to try to do it, but you know, we're only human. Why would it be? So Cincinnati Children's Fairfield Hospital is right there too.
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
Children's Hospital. Here we are. Can y'all see it?
Yep. Research.
Yeah, I could get, thank you, Angel, for you. I can get the yellow man on my maps, just not on Jen's astrology maps. It just won't let me for some reason.
There's a Cincinnati Center for Autism here too.
No. Wild, Jen. I'm still spinning. My guys are still here. This is Donna, you asked me to touch base to talk to them, but it's just really, the message is already very clear. There is something here. Like I'm spinning, 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 spinning. Something's here. It's like whether Ward's towing is where the kids are or not, I don't know. Lily and Jack I'm talking about, but something in that energy is very telling for me. What it is, I don't know, but same thing here. This is wild. Like I've been spinning for 10 minutes.
Well, I'm thinking this is where I really want to. I just really want to, figure out how it is that he could be found here eventually. Or is he, and like you said, I mean, we don't know that he's not homeless. We don't know
God.
about it right now. We just don't know.
Well, I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm just trying to run this scenario through my brain, which I've never done. I heard Katie say telepathically, I have had Katie experiences before, but we tried it so many times before. What if he didn't take his bedtime medication because he knew the plan and that created a fight and he did manage to run away after hitting his head? Like, we don't freaking know.
We just don't. We don't.
And that could make sense. That could actually really make sense. And he ended up homeless or something, ended up with people, God knows, ended up, I don't know. I'm just saying it could make sense. Then these people have no idea who he is. Like, we don't know.
Right.
Sounds crazy, but crazy shit happens every day. But I mean, it's more likely that family are involved, obviously, more likely. But I'm just saying, there's something here with this energy. Something here.
It's hard to believe that he would be, I know a lot of people have a hard time believing that he could be alive and he could be in, city without, nobody knowing. But it happens all the time. It happens all the time. And I wouldn't put it past him to somehow be homeless or by a hospital or something. There's something here with the teacher, and I'm just trying to learn from her. I'm really trying to learn from her because white moon is reflective of the moon, and this is where he has the Piscean energy, so it's about endings and hospitals, so
Kim, I think sorry to interrupt you, Jen. I just want to take this off the screen before somebody gets an idea. I think Jen being, close enough to Seth could say, Seth, this is a hospital you need to follow up with. Again, I really don't mind people putting flyers up, but as far as calling, it's just too risky that you put Sebastian at risk. I would prefer that you got permission from Seth yourselves before anybody went to that extreme. I just don't want to take ownership for him being placed at risk. So I think if thanks, Jen.
Yep.
Like, if Jen is close enough to Seth that she thinks when she gets to that point, if she thinks this is a legit, we need to follow up, Seth will be on the horn, trust me, and in the car when possible. So there's no concern about if relocate him, somebody like Seth getting there. It's really just getting to where we think he should go, because he obviously having truck problems can't be traveling around all of the United States. So
right.
Is that correct, Jen?
That's correct. Yep.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So please, nobody do anything to put Sebastian at risk. I'm just saying, I really feel the energy. Something about this is giving me a lot of freaking energy. Yeah.
If this were to be, if this were to be a legitimate theory, if this is a legitimate theory, then, I mean, we got to look and see if there's, obviously he hasn't been found. He hasn't been found close to his house. Everybody thought that, he was deceased. He was going to be found close to his house, and he hasn't been. Everybody has looked in the water, in the woods. Okay, so this theory, because we don't know, is supported in his chart too. There's a support for this theory in his chart, and this could be the reason why the TBI cannot find him, because there's a major opposition with Ohio. There's actually a major opposition with the TBI in schools with Sebastian. So when I say an opposition, that means like they have the same degree as Sebastian's. Tennessee and Sebastian are showing up on the same line. That's their 5th house of kids, both Tennessee and Sebastian. Well, for the TBI, it's in their 11th house of groups. So there's an opposition there with their charts. Even with the state of Tennessee, there's an opposition here. So this is meaningful. The TBI is thinking one thing, and we're thinking another that has to do with the schools.
I think Sebastian's here, Jen. Seriously. And I really do think he's alive and has been talking to these telepathically. I know that sounds batshit crazy, but the energy is overwhelming. Unless Steph's here and my guides are here, I can't explain this energy.
If Seth is Seth could be in the chat and just not saying anything, he can do that.
Well, let me know later, because
I will. And I think if he was I don't know, when I talked to him earlier, he was going to take a nap. He hadn't slept since Thursday. So he may be asleep right now. But
yeah,
because his aunt has just passed away,
yeah.
And he was talking to me about that, but
I don't think it's death, but something is here. I'm just saying. Whew.
We're going to keep looking, y'all. We're going to do a deep dive. Don't worry. I mean, this is just the beginning of me and Liane trying to figure out, if this is possible, if he could be in Ohio, if he could be at a hospital, if he could be, there's, a chromosomal deletion is very rare. And the only hospitals that I have found that do research on that is in other countries. So either way, this opposition with the TBI and Sebastian is surreal. And when I did that video last night and I put it out, the moon was in transit with that degree, with the degree that is opposing Sebastian and the TBI in Gemini. So it is about two people. It is about communications. And it was with the moon last night in Gemini. And it's also about the values, the resources. So, the TBI can't just, it's like the jurisdictions, the different agencies, they don't share information well. They just don't. And we would think that it would be a slam dunk, but they just don't work that way. Unfortunately, the different agencies don't work together like they should. This opposition that Sebastian has with the TBI is obvious, especially if he is in a school.
I was going to say the same thing about the systems. Like, I think Green is saying, D Green, well, the hospitals, would know, if it's a child. Well, what if they don't know who he is? What if his name was changed? I think we have to just not, I just discourage that kind of thinking, because until he's found, we really can't dismiss any theory. You YouTuber, hey Chris. Chris, I could pull my pendulum out, but I don't know. I'm feeling the energy, honey.
And D Green, that's what I've also read is that, if they knew that Sebastian is missing, they would have to report it, right? But if he is under some other identity, and then he would have a new social, a new ID, a new all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And it does sound outlandish. It really does. It's hard for me to grasp. But when I saw it last night and I remembered the opposition and I could see it coming to life on the map, that angle goes into the fifth house of kids with the TBI. So if we wanted to look at the other angle and say, you know what, he's not, if we're looking for Sebastian, we want to go on that angle going toward Alabama, and he's not in a school, or he could even be in a school on the angle. But the problem is for me is that the state of Tennessee isn't going there with kids. They're going there with the house of groups, right? And how they shine. So Tennessee hasn't shined yet with Sebastian's case. There has been no magnetism. And that magnetism, if you look at that angle, Liane, can you go back to that angle and let's see where it goes? That magnetism with the TBI. So it would be the going the other way. It wouldn't be going into Cincinnati, Ohio. It would be coming down into, southeast on the Virgo line with the TBI. So if you go and you just look at that yellow line, that yellow angle, and then come down, is it going toward, where's it going? So let's look at that one. Let's look at that angle too. So it goes to, does that go to Haiti or anything?
Yeah.
Cayman Islands. Okay. All right. So go back up a little bit. Let's just look at those lines with the TBI, Sebastian, and because this is the other angle. Okay. So if we're not going into Ohio, because that's the major challenge, this is the major challenge. Let's look at the other line with the TBI. The other angle.
One sec. I'm just gonna do the pendulum. I just want to grab the pendulum for Krista.
Oh, okay.
Just 1 sec. That's okay. I'm getting a no to Ohio, but I don't know, man. There's something in that hospital. There's something. And again, just because I get dizzy doesn't mean he's in that hospital. It's just there's something fucking here. We're on to something. We're on to something. Okay, go ahead, Jen.
Okay, so the other angle for the TBI. So if you want to turn off, well, yeah. So let's look at that. These that are with the TBI angle. What is that? So this is where the state of Tennessee shines, which opposes Pluto. So this is opposing the death. Okay. This is, what is the red line? The other one that's closer to the TBI. So this is the Saturn. So this doesn't surprise me that this is the challenging angle, y'all. This is the only angle that we want to be looking on right now. This is really the only angle that I want to be looking at. So it's because this angle for the TBI, what about the state of Tennessee? What is that showing again? That's where they shine. Okay, so the TBI is having their magnetism here. And this is where there's limits and obstacles for the public image with Sebastian. This angle is the only one that I really want to be interested in. It goes up into Kentucky and Ohio, and then it comes down into South Tennessee, into Alabama, and then where else does it go? I think it goes into Louisiana or possibly Florida.
Sorry,
That's
sorry.
okay.
I'm having a hard time focusing because I'm just tapping in. I'm wondering if it's not that he's at a residential school, but a hospital is why I'm picking up on this energy. Sorry, I'm trying to tap in and I'm spinning. Okay, sorry, go ahead, Jen. Where am I going?
No, it's okay. It's okay. So that would be going down into the Tyndall Air Force Base area, Havana, Cayman Islands, Panama, Ecuador, Peru. So it comes down into Peru. So what I would be looking for is if I'm looking out of country on this angle, and this angle also goes up into Montreal, there's a Belmont Pines Hospital in Ohio that I've got mapped to.
I think hospitals we should add to the list, man.
I've got Belmont Pines Hospital on this map too.
Okay.
So I've already started adding hospitals in.
Okay.
So that angle goes up into Ottawa, Toronto.
Well, Ottawa's where I'm at.
Yeah. And then Newfoundland. So that angle, like I said, there's major challenges for the TBI in Ohio. That's the reason why I'm like, let's look at these challenges that the TBI has, because the only reason why, and the state of Tennessee being there with the fifth house of kids, big.
Okay. It's Sebastian that's here, and I don't want to forget a video because I still think he's alive, but I'm sure it's Sebastian is my head. My neck is killing now. I always get pains in the back of my head.
I don't know that a military school it would be able to accommodate someone with chromosomal deletion and autism, Asperger's. You know, that I think that he has such a rare disorder that of the brain. I think that would knock that out.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
No.
So I don't know. These are the challenges that we're faced with, that I'm faced with today, and I'm going to try to. I don't know. I'll try to do a video to show the different connections and the opposition with the TBI, because I think once you see it, you're going to be on the same page with me. Like this makes a lot more sense. This would be a really good place to find him, because the state of Tennessee has their house of kids here, but the TBI, they have their Chiron here. They're sharing pain with things of the past. And it's in good standing with their fifth house of kids. Who has a good standing with their Chiron, you know? But this is the only good standing that the TBI has with their Chiron, and it's going with their magnetism in the fifth house of kids. So just because we, want to look at that angle too, going south, it's this whole angle that's a kid school angle, but it is where the TBI is sharing pain.
Mm-hmm.
With that 12th house. So the 12th house, again, could be a hospital,
Mm-hmm.
a sacrifice. There's something here.
Well, and weird you said sacrifice, because I just heard I'm sacrificing myself for my mom.
Yeah, that's the Selena that I find in the fourth house of home.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I'll do a live on it in a little bit, and you could jump on mine if you wanted to, but I can just show the different things that I'm talking about instead of. It's so much easier when you're seeing on the chart, but at the same time, when I'm showing you the chart, it's really hard to see because it's all blurry. Sorry, I was looking at it. I messed you up, I'm sure.
No, that's fine.
I was looking at it, so you're seeing what I was looking at. I was just looking at the angles. I just don't. And Alabama, we could look at that. I don't know. I'm going to deep dive. Ohio just makes so much sense for me. Makes a lot.
Yeah, you deep dive, and I'm going to see if I can get something energetically, because
okay, honey.
Something wants to come in. So yeah, everybody, it's going to be, we said it was a short live. Sorry, Chris just came in. Go back and do the rewindy things. And We'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay, everybody. I'm gonna go tap into this energy.
Yeah, we'll be in touch, y'all.
Okay,
all right, Liane,
love
I'm
and
dropping
light.
down, honey. I'll be in
Bye.
touch.
Okay, bye.
Bye, y'all.
Okay, everybody. I'm gonna do the same. Okay, love and light. We'll see y'all soon.